going to demonstrate a post-run core sequence, or it doesn't have to be post-run, just a running kind of supplemental core sequence to help strengthen not only the abdominals, but the obliques as well as the lower back. And the core is so important for running, and it's really important that you take that into consideration and include that as part of your training, particularly if you're training for long races, a half marathon, a marathon. This can become weak, or you may already have a weak core, and so you want to make sure that you keep it strong. So I'm going to begin with some lower back strengthening exercises in the Pilates-inspired swimmer. So just beginning on your stomach, keep your head and neck neutral, and just keep your gaze fixed on a spot on the floor in front of you, lifting opposite arm, opposite leg, and switch. And make sure the focus isn't how high you can lift your leg or arm, but rather just focus on keeping the hips and shoulders squared. And if you like, you can even take this into a flutter. And just focus on about 8 repetitions. From there, come into your pullback, crossing one foot over the other, reaching both arms up, lift the upper body, draw the elbows back, and reach forward, draw it back, and reach forward. And again, focus on about 8 repetitions. Lower down, coming into some core abdominal, and actually just total core, with our hover. So keeping the elbows directly underneath your shoulders, lift up, and just hold. So focus on holding this for a minute, 30 seconds, or however long, challenge yourself. And then from there, take it into a step out with a step in. So bringing legs out, out, in. Just adding a little bit of a challenge. If you'd like even more of a challenge beyond that, lift one leg, lower it down, and then the other. And come to your knees, push back. So again, for the number of repetitions for those, it's all going to depend on how you tolerate it. You want to work up to holding that for a minute. Start with 30 seconds. And then for the step out, start at first with just 4, work your way up to 8. From there, we can come into a full plank and come into a wide plank. So your feet are actually wider. If you're on a mat, wider than a mat. And just focus on lifting one arm, coming down, and lift the other arm. And see if you can get up to 8 repetitions of this. From there, focus on the opposite. So I'm about to hit my wall. But try lifting just your leg. Then if you're really feeling brave, try opposite arm, opposite leg. Ooh, that one's fun. So for some oblique work, come into a modified side plank. Elbow directly underneath your shoulder, lifting lifting your hips, reach your arm up, and then twist down just like you're reaching underneath and come all the way up. Try getting 8 on each side. Another option for some oblique work on your side, see if you can come up and try lifting your leg. So you're going to get a little bit of abductor work too. But really think of your core as this whole area, so that's going to be helpful. So see if you can work up to 8 on each side. Finish with just a little bit of core abdominal work, a double leg stretch, bringing your hands up towards your ankles. Inhale as you reach both arms out. Exhale, circle your arms around, pull your knees in. Inhale, reach. You don't want to bring your legs too low. And if you need a little bit of a modification, focus on bringing the legs up rather than out. Also include your crisscross, opposite shoulder, opposite knee. 8 repetitions here. And finally, give yourself just a nice lower back massage, drawing your knees in towards your chest and rocking side to side. And this will feel really, really good, especially after a long run. Also reward yourself with a shoulder bridge, placing your hands on the ground, knees in line with your hips, lift up towards the ceiling, and lower down. And again, it doesn't take a lot of time, but it's a nice thing to include after your run, or on days where you just need that little bit of core focus, and it will help you running and help you hopefully stay injury free. Have fun with it.